Normalus. When you awake, your let's see, the side of your right hand on the other like upper side of where your thumb is like really numb, and your left foot is extremely numb. You can't feel it. Not all of it, just a lot of the toes. So the ankle's a little okay, you get some blood flowing, but a lot of the toes are just, you can't feel them. Okay, I will apply damage to certain other things as you travel, since that will affect. And then also for Yagram, you have, like, you feel a bit colder than you would like to, definitely based on how you slept, but due to the impact of sleeping in a tent and not having direct contact with snow while you slept, you seem to be a little bit better off. You're okay, mostly. Okay. I guess you feel a little numb just because of coldness, but not due to anything too crazy.
Sounds good.
The rest of you are good. Okay. So as you kind of awake and get up for the day, you get up kind of early, I would say around I'd say around 7 or 7:30 or so. You kind of awake and see a lot of the slaughter of what you did last night. Snowcap, I would like you to do a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Good. I was thinking of having you roll an additional thing for this, but I'm just going to say it. You now that you're kind of looking at it, and you're in good light, and you have kind of the whole... it's not frantic, and you have the time to actually like see it. You recognize this giant. You also recognize the arrow that's in the giant. The giant seems to have an arrow in its torso. You fired this arrow around 4.5 months ago. It is a arrow of giant slaying that you used to defend your village around 4.5 months ago from that particular giant.
I just kind of like stare at it.
Just a quick meta question. Are we on a map or are we still at the world map?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to have you on the map. Thank you.
My apologies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this giant right here. I guess the token should help a little bit. The arrow is kind of stuck pretty deep into this thing. Although this thing was kind of killed in a it was beheaded, I believe. But the arrow is stuck in its body pretty heavily. It's almost as if it healed around it. But it's clear that the thing you had fought last night was abnormal, likely or almost certainly undead. Albeit it's hard, to say for definite, but it seemed it's most likely it was an undead. There could be some other circumstance, maybe it was a disease or something, but given that you believe you killed it, and it walked around, last night, this assumedly would be undead unless you didn't kill it and something weird happened. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna let a cold start. You guys go. Do what you wish.
As Yagram kind of wakes up, he goes over to Snowcup and taps him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Snowcup, mind if we have a quick word together?
Sure.
Look, I'd like to apologize for what happened in the caves back there. It's unbecoming of me for going off at you like that. I understand that you have fairly different ambitions in life, that you have fairly different views to me. And I didn't mean to step on your toes or anything, I didn't mean to rally you up. But I do want to make clear, I was in a very, very tempered state. I was attacked, I was choked, blinded twice in about 15 minutes. And I was fairly heated. And I didn't mean to go off on you like that. And I'd like to apologize.
I understand, but should have apologized to those to the mother of those defending her eggs.
I suppose, but unless you can speak with the dead, I think my apology will hit on deaf ears. Look,
How did this giant get all the way here? It's a creature I killed all the way back in Mossfelder.
Roll a history or nature. I don't think I should think about this for a second. Roll I'll let you roll either an insight check, but that would be kind of, which would be real easy, or but not give you a great answer, or a nature or arcana check, which all of us will give you different results. I'm not saying that they will give you different, like, yeah, okay. Well, given where you fought it, there is a high likelihood that it may have been kind of moved by beasts, or more likely had gotten close, since it was close to the beach or close to the shoreline when you fought it. It likely may have been floating the ocean for a bit. Given the tides and other things, it would seem odd that it would just come around here per se, but obviously it's undead, so perhaps something in the water may have gained access to it there and taken it and done whatever it needed to make it undead.
Okay. So wait, the water.
Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
The surf would have brought it out pretty far to somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are kind of just talking a little bit, it is snowing actively. It likely, if it hadn't, it's a bit heavier than prior, not too crazy. But it is definitely snowing.
We should get a move on.
Okay. Right.
So how did y'all sleep?
It slept alright.
I slept okay.
Yes. You kidding? I was freezing my ass off. Drop, nonetheless. What about you two? Jeffrey, I'd ask you, but I'm pretty sure you're warmer than all of us combined.
Wait, I think I've gone numb in a few places.
I find that you all are underprepared for winter weather.
Mate, I don't have meat on my bones. I can be as prepared as I want. I'm gonna freeze in the summer.
I thought about casting a spell, but it wouldn't have been big enough for everyone, and I felt rude, so I just went without.
Have you tried putting some meat on those wounds?
I'm trying, but I have a very high metabolism.
I mean, there's like, some giants, some large beasts.
I'm not gonna eat a giant.
Especially this one. This one's like clearly has been dead for a while.
Yeah, you need to dig deeper and get the good meat.
I'm not gonna have this conversation. We're not gonna eat the giant. He's Snowcap said he already killed it ages ago. I don't want to know how rancid that meat is. Do any of you feel comfortable eating that?
No.
No.
See? You said not to.
Clearly, you are like true survival instincts. Back in the Cobalt Wars.
I don't think it's got something to do with survival skills. I think it's just common decency.
See, back in the Cobalt Wars, you wouldn't get any rations.
Oh, well, I thought you were a dragon.
Alright.
It's nonetheless. You said you've gone numb in a few places. Mind if I take a quick look at it, see if I can help you out with it?
Sure. It'll probably ease up after I warm up the body and get moving, and I'm not stationary for several hours.
Your fingers will fall off.
It's a minute at most.
By all means.
I would like to put 5 points of healing hands on him, see if that helps it with anything.
Are you doing the healing option or the cure a condition option? Because paladins do. Yeah, 5. It only popped in my head because you specifically said 5 points. Paladins can use 5 points of healing to remove things like poisoned and other similar ailments via lay on hands, unless I'm really remembering incorrectly. But I'm pretty sure that's.
I think that's the deal.
So are you attempting to heal or cure frostbite? I guess is the important question.
Cure, I'd say, because
Okay.
you're not really taking physical damage.
Yeah. That.
Ian?
Oh, sorry. The music was that. I was listening to right until like a half a second. What were you saying?
I'd like to use 5 points of my lay on hands to cure the frostbitten condition.
Okay.
That
So
To attempt to.
what conditions? I mean, okay. Go for it. Tell me. Can you post that? What the conditions it solves? Obviously, for meta context, obviously frostbitten is a homebrew thing.
lay on hands.
Okay, let's see how I want to do this.
I mean, if it can cure someone from being paralyzed.
It can fix what? You have a pool of, let's
Oh,
see.
it's the
The third paragraph.
Cure one disease or poison. Cure multiple diseases. I don't see anything about
Is anyone
a
else
lot of other
frostbitten?
things I would be looking for.
Okay, that's fine.
See, now if you cut all the part that's frostbitten, then you can heal it.
Okay, so how I will say is how do I want to do this?
You can say it doesn't work. That's okay.
Okay. For now, yeah, I think I'll say it doesn't work. Roll a medical check, Yago. You aren't exactly clear on what magical means you need to deal with this specifically, but you do know that it's, how do I say that, of an 8. You do know whatever the issue is exactly is one that might get, is one that is bad and might, we got an 8. Yeah, might get worse over time but not due to the cold.
Okay. Well, I did what I could. Let's get a move on. Well, then,
Hey,
yeah?
Norlis.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'll need to do a medicine check for this, but I kind of am doing the conventional, a little bit of the conventional frostbite first aid, taking off my scarf and trying to I want to try to wrap it around Norlis's hands to.
Given the circumstance, I'd say given where you've lived, I'm not even gonna have you do like a medicine check to even tell. I think you would just know that it's frostbite.
Yeah.
But you can. I will let you do a medicine check if you want to like kind of get at what methods you can use to kind of deal with it. But I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you know that certain magical techniques are effective and others aren't. It's mostly because of like it being a state that's kind of weird when it comes to a lot of magic, just because you have frozen, due to it being frozen. Like, as in a lot of, if it was like a contaminant, it'd be one thing, but it's more of a normal contaminant, as in, you know, the blood and water within you becoming frozen. So it's kind of weird. So certain higher level spells deal with it, but you got a 12, so I'm not gonna say what. But
I was just gonna do the conventional first aid.
Yeah, but in terms of conventional first aid, what I'll say is, I'm kind of going for 12. You need to having a warm compress helps, but and a lot of movement could be bad. As in, if they, let's say, go hiking for like a couple hours, their toes might fall off.
Hey, which part of you is... Show me the frostbite. What parts of you are frostbitten?
My left hand and my left foot. Those are where
I said right hand, but it could be that.
It's my right hand and my left foot.
Okay. I kind of like take off the scarf and try to like wrap it around, like I want to try to wrap it around his hand in a way that kind of, one, prevents movement of his hands, and two, it, keeps the skin clean and dry. And
okay, on this hand, it would be, the frostbite would have been like along here mostly. Meaning he kind of lucked out with the fingers, but on his foot, it's around like the toes mostly. Oh, okay.
What are you trying to do?
it's important with frostbite to keep the area dry and keep it from moving.
Why don't we just like warm it up?
It's a bad idea. I'd be careful with the heat. So does Nordos like give me the go ahead to wrap his kind of hand?
Yes.
Okay. You now have kind of you kind of have this going on.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyway, it's been revealed to me in a dream. I must seek 3 things here. A seed, a horn, and some people. There's also hags. There's hags here.
There's what now?
There's hags.
Ah.
Yeah, I know about that.
Okay.
I am
also
assuming
probably
the hags...
sirens too.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Duh, of course there's going to be sirens.
It came to me in a dream. Also, there's a bad man. There's a bad man at the top of the hill.
It's likely that the hags will have things that we need. Not the safest
such
option.
as thoughts, and what you know.
Such as bowstring. I think Sardonyx is looking for something.
Well, I've stated what I need, so I get first priority because I'm being forthcoming.
I mean, we did, right?
Could you wait?
To explain.
Wait, could you repeat what you said? I actually did not hear it.
I seek 3 things: a horn, a seed, and some people. Things. I'll know when I see it.
Okay.
You're a curious thing. You're a curious thing, bro.
I've seen many things. Committed many crimes.
Well,
hopefully you'll repent for them.
Many war crimes.
I guess while we're at this, I'm partially here to learn about my race and myself. I'm also here to do a ritual and potentially find 2 items. So my ritual does not involve Fenrir.
Hands up if anyone here wants to do around with Fenrir.
Jargon puts his hand up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be open up. The bad man has something to do with Fenrir.
I just want to see him.
Oh, so we can stab him after seeing him.
You know what? I raise my hand too.
Alright, freeze a group.
What? He's just a bad man who needs to die. And just coincidentally, also happens to, partake in some Fenrir stuff.
Fen what?
Fenrir? The big dog, the big beast.
Fenrir and Scotty,
Took Tyr's hand.
The sun and moon.
Do a do a history. Well, actually, anyone can do a religion check based off one of the things he said. You can specify which if you'd like, but I have one in particular I might focus on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so, Dox, you know that it is possible that it is kind of just a complex circumstance where some people believe that Fenrir is going to bite Tyr's hand during Ragnarok. Others believe it's Garm, and then others believe it already happened and it's Garm. I think. Wait, question. Sardonyx.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever learn? How do I say this? Did you ever learn what magic item Morotar had? Or what fairy they had? Did you remember what name it was?
The Wolf-Bitten Hand.
Okay.
I believe.
Yep.
If given the existence of that item, it is possible that the third category of people may have been correct. The third category of beliefs, I guess. Okay.
I've spoken my piece. And anyone else anyone else gonna, cultural things and a bowstring.
Just my ritual, but that's on the other side of this place.
And the other side's like a sheer drop, isn't it?
Indeed it is. But there are caves.
I don't think we got enough rope to get down.
I mean, I've got 150 feet of rope.
If I look how tall that mountain is up there.
You know what? Whatever floats your boat.
You know, when you're dangling from your rope, like not any way down. Just aim for the water.
You're scary.
Myself on a spell last night that I could use to safely get us down from most heights. If that is what we wish to do, of course.
Yeah, I think. Where's this thing that you need to do dropped?
I don't fucking know. I just know it's here. You know, it's a seed, horn, people. Also a hole.
A hole.
Yeah, a hole.
Let me check something.
And he's
Seed, horn, hole.
I think you should just keep on going.
Oh yeah, it's like further up there though, so. You know, the people might be in the hole. The seed, not sure. The horn is not in the hole. You know, dream visions and stuff. Not very unclear.
We should keep moving then.
What are you supposed to do with the hole?
I don't know. I think the people I'm looking for are in the hole. So, you know, go down it.
Oh.
No. I think it'd be best if we just start with the easier things. Let's try to find a horn, a seed, and a person.
I think persons, plural.
Then
But I'm pretty sure they're in the hole.
I see. Well,
So they can wait.
So we're gonna keep moving up.
I mean, if everyone's ready.
Yeah.
There may not be a temple in the hole.
That's okay. I mean, that narrows it down significantly, but it's a very, very specific hole you're trying to find.
And I feel like it'll be pretty obvious when we see it.
Ah,
not many holes can, have a temple at the bottom.
No, that more sounds like a crater.
To be fair, my map doesn't say anything about anything like that. I do have a hole in it, a large pit with water at the bottom.
Ah.
So,
It's not too far from here.
As I was saying, when you fall into the water, make sure you stay straight. Don't splay out.
Also, maybe your horn is in here, in these rooms.
My vision didn't really seem to be, it's kind of further up, not really like here.
No, I'm talking about here. I'm pointing at the map. We are here, and this seems to have a horn in it.
That is good enough for me.
Oh, do you want me to... Here, you meant this.
Yes. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, I'm pointing at the map. Draw. Fucking holding it 2 above, like, his actual, eye line. That sounds good to me. Horn, pit, seed.
Okay, just a general question for everyone. Did you also get like a very weird dream? Like you seem to have gotten one, Dot. I had a fairly weird one. What about you lot?
Yeah, mine was not usual, but I wouldn't say that weird.
I guess mine was kind of, but expected nonetheless.
I'm pretty sure I was face to face with Baal.
Baal, you know.
Yeah, he's a fairly naughty guy. He came up in a few textbooks I had to read back when I was still learning. So yeah, very.
Who the fuck is Baal?
As I said, a very naughty guy. You don't wanna.
Guy is very unspecific. I thought we'd been over this about like being unspecific about things.
Well, look. All right, he's supposedly a demon lord. Very, very naughty.
What is he in your dream?
I would like to know myself.
Yeah, see, that changes the context. Look for them. He's just a evil dude. Evil dude could have been like, he could have been a dude with fucking some magic. Changing it to a literal demon lord.
Well, look, he was big, he had horns, and he was fairly ugly. So,
that seems very
Hey, Jevaboo, do you know anything about a skeek?
I'm sorry, about what?
Do you know anything about it's skeek? It's could be two. It could be called like ski and eek or ick.
Skeet. No. I have not heard of this.
I thought I would ask as you're a druid.
Skeek. No. But last night.
Jevaboo, roll a history check.
Oh, do I know?
I don't even know if I need to do that. You would remember the caribou spirit did mention something like of. Oh wait, no shit. Do you actually know word skeek? I guess if you don't, never mind. I think I spoiled something. Go on.
Okay.
Let's see.
Last night, I was visited by spirits as well, and they mentioned a couple of you. Nornalis, a clam spirit, mentioned that you and the Blue Ravens are only alive because of him. In Elkfort, when you left, it was not of your own volition. He said he intervened.
Seeing any spirit that's only a clam.
You would not. These are not spirits that you see. They do not exist in our material realm.
Alright,
Druid mumbo jumbo.
And also, a squirrel mentioned you as well. The squirrel had jewelry and had braided hair. He wanted you to know that your fate would have been different Wait, your path. Sorry, your fate would have been very different if you followed the same path as the founder of your town.
Right. I don't functionally know what that means. But I suppose. Thank you.
I think he ate some bad grass.
Thank you to the clam spirit, and I'll be wary not to follow in the footsteps of the originator of the town I hail from, to the squirrel spirit.
If you look within yourself, you will find the truth in these.
I will attempt to do so. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting the feeling that we all had mighty weird dreams. And I feel like it's connected to this shithole, so I say we slowly get moving. Because, I'll be honest, I'm getting kind of freaked out here.
I have a haunted village.
We will get your horn, don't worry.
The dreams are not the weird part. The weird part is our connections. The dream's connections. Right. You said something told you about a seed.
On seed people.
Was this the same entity? Do you know what or who this was?
Yeah, I know who it was.
The squirrel told me about the seed.
I called dibs
very
first.
powerful. He told me it must be kept safe. It is very, very powerful. Very heavy, too. He said it was heavier than me.
So, did that squirrel give its name by any chance?
No, he is... I assume the squirrel spirit of...
Yggdrasil.
Somewhere around where Nornalis is. These spirits have close connections with lands that they represent.
For me, Guide just visited me in a dream. What is stuff she told me we somewhat already knew? Door being dangerous, hags. There's some stuff in the laggard wood, but I don't think we need to worry about that just yet.
Anyway, let's get walking.
Yeah. Alright, lead the way. Where are we supposed to go?
Up.
Right.
You're only like into the next set of runes.
Alright, let's get going.
Yeah, it's Drops just gonna start walking.
Okay. You guys start your kind of trek upward up this kind of hill, albeit this is also in a great valley, so it's kind of a little odd. Where you're definitely going up a little bit, but also at the same time, this is, there are mountains on either side of you, albeit eventually the kind of location you are on, like directly, if you just go a straight line, will increase in elevation substantially to become a mountain, as you can kind of see, or at least more of just a big hill, or a very big hill with cliff sides, so kind of mountain.
Large mountain.
Yeah, it's not quite as intensive as the mountains you may have seen as you kind of crossed north, like half a week ago, the Okel Mountains, I mean. But yeah, so you kind of travel. It doesn't take too long to get to a quite strange location. Here we go. I would like you to put yourselves on the
You need to move us to the map.
on the far right of this map.
Gotta move on the far
Right side of the screen, yeah.
So, Snowcap, question. The frostbite you were treating earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know how to help with that, but I need to know how you can help with that.
Sure. I can.
You apply the tourniquet to
Tourniquet.
well, a bandage to Mollis's hand. What else is vital?
You usually want to warm it up using warm water. Then you bandage it to make sure it stays dry and doesn't get infected.
Okay.
If it's black, too late for your fingers.
Okay. Warm up, dry, clean. If it's black, there's no going back. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Wizard Nautilus, can I look at your hand?
You're welcome to look at it, yes.
Yeah, take off the fucking bandage. And then Drott's just gonna fucking start finishing the word to take off the bandage. Seriously, you are like terrible at winter survival. Because it said that it needed to be done to fix it. Drott's gonna take out his water skin, use prestidigitation to warm it up, and then use shape water to put it around Nautilus's hand. Now it should just stay warm for a little bit, and then tell me when it stops staying warm, or heat it up yourself if you can. That should keep it warm for like a minute, an hour.
You need
10
to.
minutes. An hour. You'll keep it warm for an hour, and the water will also stay in that shape for like an hour.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, a wizard doesn't even know basic magic. He just grumbles. He starts walking off.
Okay.
I kind of like pick up the bandage, which is my scarf. How's the hand looking? Now that it's being warmed up.
the hand seems to be a little better. Doing like kind of a lot of movement, like kind of moving up this hillside is not great, but that's more so an issue at the foot. But it's looking a little bit better. Definitely, it doesn't seem to have gotten worse, and it doesn't seem to have. It looks like the coloration has improved a little bit. I'll say that.
Okay, I would say that it's time to put the bandage back on.
As much as I appreciate everyone's kindness, I can handle my own wounds for now.
I guess the scarf is back on my neck.
Ian, what is the corpse of the thing I'm staring at?
Okay. Okay. Draw. I would like you to, unless someone asked something prior and I just missed it.
No.
Okay. Draw. I would like you to roll. Well, without rolling anything, just looking at it, it looks to be a large creature, but like it has traits that kind of look like a manticore, but a little different. It doesn't seem to have wings, but it has a lot of other traits. But the main thing is it's mostly like it's missing a lot of its organs and looks extremely mangled. Like you can tell it has like a mammalian like body somewhat, and has like looks to be a tail with like a stinger. So that's enough to say it's manticore like. That's about all you can really guess in terms of identification without really doing anything special. But
I'm gonna do
the
a
main
survival
thing is, this
check
thing
to
looks
see if it's.
extremely mangled, like to a point where it's kind of intense. Like so
Can I
much
do a
of it.
survival check to see if someone has stripped the organs? Because you said the organs are gone.
Sure. Okay, go for it. You're not really sure. You have no clue. Maybe.
And they took the good stuff.
The area
Well, there's some
seems.
stairs up here.
Okay, go on. Yeah. It doesn't
Stairs up here.
seem to be, despite it seeming like it's clear that there's some type of horn up here, but there doesn't seem to be anyone directly guarding it, at least right now. Meaning maybe this place is not super important, or there's something weird about it. You're not sure.
Don't let your guard down.
I can't be asked to walk.
What
I'm
is
gonna rip
this?
the horn.
Do you blow it, or do you do something else?
I rub it. What material is it made out of?
It looks to be bronze.
Yep.
Or
This is
brass.
the horn. Yep. This is a horn. This is the horn I was looking for.
What interest did you have in
As
it?
you rub it, you kind of feel a slight indentation on one side of it.
Hmm.
Like, almost as if there's like a carving in it or something.
I'll with that I will make sure to brush it off and see if I can see the carving.
You look at it. I'm gonna, for formatting's sake, I'm gonna post this in Discord just because it's a longer thing, but it's not longer the way you're expecting. Okay. There appears to be, well, a lot of letters in the common like language, or the common like font per se. They look like this, and that is the correct formatting.
I spell a mystery. I hate mysteries.
I kind of like them.
Right, you can work this out. As he points over to this, he points over to the scripting. My first bet: music notes in some sort of cipher.
These are not. I don't.
I said in a cipher.
Don't yell at me.
Cut me off before I can finish. If I can.
Wait a second.
I remember using ciphers in the Cobalt War.
I'm going to etch down what I see in my book.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything particular? I'm saying this just in case someone intended to do something based off our placement. I might have missed it.
Can you tell me about that stone thing?
Yeah, it's okay. In that case, I'll get to that. I was gonna get to that if no one else says anything. Yeah, there seems to be a creature made of stone, like, walking around a bit. It's clear. It might be a stone elemental. It could be maybe something a little more complicated. Like, it might be an earth elemental, or it might be a construct of some kind. It definitely looks a bit odd, because it almost looks like there's, like, writing or runes on the stone, but it's hard to make out due to the weathering. And, like, you know, it being snowing and whatnot. Okay. So as you kind of stand here a little bit, how do I see this? Jeff, I was just gonna ask, are you just kind of put your token there, or are you trying to investigate something about the dead creature?
Nope, I'm just staying there.
Okay, I want you. Okay, otherwise, this place is weirdly vacant. It is very strange. However, something that you've all kind of noticed at this point, the big thing is, yes, there seems to be a large hole. And by the way, the snow will continue. It's just about map I have. But it seems to be quite large. Past this area, the terrain kind of starts to pick up again and becomes more hilly, especially so with a big, like, fairly broken looking staircase, possibly damaged from an earthquake or who knows what, past this, which looks to be, it looks like it's gonna be not a fun thing to climb up. It's like, maybe if there wasn't a staircase, it honestly might have been easier, but just because of how it's kind of set up, you kind of have to go through the staircase to easily get up this thing, just because of the steep angles and other stuff. But there seems to basically be a large, partially broken, like, stone staircase past here, which then kind of leads more upward towards some type of further ruins farther ahead that you'll be able to see. And then from there's a much steeper incline in the topography. And some of you have noticed there does seem to be some type of stone creature, which does seem to move a little bit down below. Okay. Do you guys just kind of stay here a bit longer, or what do you guys end up doing?
We worked out what to do with the horn.
Do you blow it?
No, well, I'm not blowing the horn.
Does anyone try to blow a horn?
I'd like to inspect it more.
Yeah,
Either
me
way,
too.
Draw is right there, so you might have to get around her to do that. But okay, Sardonyx. I guess. What are you trying to do? Like, I can get rid of investigation. I guess investigation would be nice, but what are you trying to learn about it?
I'm just like investigating the horn itself.
Sure.
Like
I'll
looking
roll
for
a
any
investigation
other
check.
markings, any other wounds,
Sure, roll
anything
investigation
of
check.
that. Where are you? Where are you?
Okay. On the
I'm right
other
here.
side of the horn, from where you saw the writings, you just see in giant, helpful for the door.
Sorry?
Helpful for the door seems to be on the other side of this of the horn from where the writing was. Additionally, since you flew around a bit, towards here, there seems to be the writing in writing. It seems to be looks to be in giant. There seems to be words "awaken" written kind of on the brim.
Well, there seems to be some more words on this.
They say.
Well, on that side, it said in giant, helpful for the door, and at the tip over there, it said awaken.
So it seems like something we shouldn't blow just yet.
Given our circumstances, agreed.
For one, we don't know what's at the door. Two, the word awake is not typically something you want to do. Also, it's a big horn on Snowy Mountain. You know, that sounds like avalanche to me.
And we don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
We don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Sure, buddy, sure.
So, you know, what's the next step? We've checked the horn.
I mean, your cave should be further up ahead, or hole, I guess. What? Yes, hole is what you said. Given my map, it should be ahead of us.
It's right in front of us. You could see it literally there.
Yeah.
It just points to the giant hole.
Oh. Well,
maybe you need glasses.
I mean, I was focusing on this horn.
So, like, what's the order of events people want to do?
I mean, your hole is already here.
Yeah, but you know, it's a big hole.
I mean,
it's a lot easier getting down a hole than getting up.
Truth. But this place has a bunch of caverns and stuff like that, so I think getting out might be okay-ish. Besides, it's not like we know where our items are technically. For all we know, it could be in that hole.
Right. I feel like we should check the door and then come back down.
What door?
Just pull out your map and just point it, you know, there, the thing that says door, the thing up the hill, cliff, mountain.
That is also going up and coming back.
Okay, like, would you rather have to come up a fucking mountain again from a hole from caves and whatnot, or like you climb like a fairly steep hill, check something, and then come back down.
You're looking at this door. It also says danger. Are you blind?
No, I just choose to ignore that.
Selective seeing. Got you.
I mean, you want to go down to a cave system where there's hags and shit.
Fine, I guess the door it is.
I mean, other people could weigh in with their opinions, but...
Let's ask. Yagram, Andren, Snoka. Where the hell is Jeffrey?
He's waiting at the bottom.
Right down there.
He's too big.
Oh.
I want to see this door.
Two for door. No, Nautilus is just nursing his foot and hand.
Speaking able to speak up. I feel like I talk a little too much lately, so I've taken a back seat and let deliberation go without my input, before I see the need to speak up. I see Miss Niflis's point in the door says danger, but I think it is infantile to think that there is not equal, if not greater amount of danger within the whole. We are in danger perpetually in this landscape. It's a matter of which is most prevalent to go to first, because danger will follow us wherever we go.
Just a
We
quick
do have
question.
a
None of
point
you have
there.
approached the hole, correct?
No, we're on top of the hut.
No.
I didn't know if Stardax was near or not. Okay.
Girl.
Yeah, Grim.
I'm on Nautilus if this one. We're in danger no matter where we go.
So it's door.
I'll be
It's
honest.
Yeah,
Part of
yes,
me,
down the hill. We will be in less danger if we don't blow the horn now.
We didn't. We were just gonna go up to the door and check.
I mean, look. I'll be honest. Part of me really wants to blow the horn.
We just
But I'm-
established no blowing of horns.
I know. I'm just saying, if it would come down to a vote, if yes or no on blowing the horn, my vote is yes.
I'm not saying we blow the horn to go through the door. I just mean going up to the door.
But we could still blow the horn.
But I swear that. Do you have like your brain is shriveled as your body? Do you want to blow a big horn on a snowy mountain?
I mean, objectively, this horn was placed here long before our time. There's certainly a reason it would be placed in such a climate. If anything, it's not like someone just randomly decided, hey, avalanche maker, there's probably something greater to this horn than we're seeing at face value. It was built upon a snowy mountainscape.
Right, so you said the writing on this was giant, yes?
On one side, yes.
Yeah, I don't think a giant's going to be overly phased by an avalanche compared to, normal-sized people. I mean, we could always just try and take it with us if we really want to.
I think if people wish to blow the horn, they can blow the horn. I don't. It has to do something, is my initial thought. Beyond just, oh, it might cause an avalanche.
Yeah.
channel the magic in my bloodline to invoke detect magic. Is the horn magical?
Yes.
Yes, no, the horn is absolutely magically powered.
I mean, like, how big of a rush are we in?
I mean, that's kind of up to you.
8 days.
Eight days.
That's the rush we're in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like right now today, because like, couldn't you just identify the horn?
Oh yes, no, I certainly can.
That is possible.
It would take 11 minutes.
I think we could wait for 11 minutes. It doesn't seem overly dangerous, and we do have a height advantage right now.
I'm certainly fine with that. In fact, I think that's wise. I should have suggested that first. Yes, no, I will, here, let me grab. He reaches into his pouch and pulls out a pearl and owl feather and spends the next 11 minutes dusting traces of mana off of the horn and inspecting them through the pearl like a sight glass. Casting Identify ritually on the...
Okay. That takes you, you're doing that as a ritual?
Yes, this is what I have said.
Okay. Just want to confirm?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to confirm.
No, I just, you, yes, I understand.
Horn of Horning.
Horn of Horning is an insane phrase.
Okay. So... how do I say this? Firstly, during this period of time, I would like you to all roll a perception check. Actually, no, take it back. Is everyone just standing around, or is anyone trying to be alert? I guess that's a better way to frame this.
I would be
Absolutely alert.
trying to be alert.
Okay. Okay, in that case, Vose... okay, I'll let you do a choice. You can either use your passive perception, and just use that, or you can roll perception.
I'm using my passive perception.
Okay, since that's...
Also use mine.
Kinda gives
Mine's a 16.
I'm going to roll. Oh yeah, a whole 6.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, what some of you see, there's two things of note. There seems to be, as you kind of stay there, as time goes, you kind of looked. Actually, I think this is the best way of reading this. Around, kind of towards the top, around here, you start to see like what looks to be, someone in the air. And I'd say in terms of people with high passes like 18 or higher, or those rolls, you would kind of notice it looks to be like some type of creature, maybe a hag, maybe a person, possibly a hag, on what looks to be a broomstick. And then, kind of behind them, like, for a brief moment, you see something kind of move out and fly in a circle, and then return to wherever it was. And that thing, seemed to like, well, simply put, it seemed like a dragon. But what makes things weird is that's not the only large flying thing you see as you watch around. Towards the west, those with a let's say with a 16 or higher passive, I'd say, would notice a large, somewhat colorful bird. When I say large, I mean very large. I mean this is a absurdly large bird. Kind of fly amongst the mountainscape, and it seems to kind of curve in such a way that it goes along past here, so you can't really see it. But you do get a solid look of it for a little while, and it seems to be like the biggest bird any of you have ever seen. Additionally, some of you notice some movement along here. You see some, what looks like constructs of some kind, and potentially some other things. There's clearly some movement in this area of ruins, but it's due to like some rocks near it and some other things. It's kind of hard to make out too much, but you definitely saw at least at one point some of it looks like it might have been a construct or maybe a rock elemental or something. Definitely smaller than the one closer to you. With that in mind, though, no one approaches you or gets particularly close during this period of time. And the horn is simply called the horn that Nidhogg likes. That's simply what it's called. And what it does is it seems to have the means to do a couple things. Firstly, anytime it's blown, any dragon in the area is likely to experience a sound of innate discomfort, which will cause them to be particularly aggressive. The second thing it does is it seems to have the means to modify and change how do I say it? I can be a little vague in the wording. The Verkfairy of Nidhogg. Given certain prerequisites. Those are the two things it does. It makes dragons more aggressive, and it has the means to change the Verkfairy of Nidhogg in some way, given certain like prerequisites that don't seem to be related to the horn itself.
So it makes dragons angry and messes up Verkfairy.
That'd be an unhelpful way, but the first one's accurate. The second one, not. I mean, a specific Verkfairy, whatever Nidhogg's Verkfairy.
No, I understand. I was speaking very generally.
Okay, good.
But those are the two functionalities of it that I determined by identify.
Yes.
Just no, not certain why it would actually be wise to use this. It doesn't really help us in any particular way. Well, to speak frankly, it pisses dragons off, and it makes a malfunction in a certain variety of Akfari. I don't see this benefiting us much at all. In reality, I believe the Giants once used this to... This is an assumption, of course, but to anger dragons to the point where they would attack in a linear fashion and then likely kill the dragon to eat them. It might have been a form of hunting. Draw your target in and then overwhelm it with force. Again, just an assumption, but I don't see this benefiting us. I say that loud enough so Jebba can hear as well. I can't scream in Normalis's voice.
He told you we shouldn't have blown the horn straight away.
I will say that is like a description I'll give it in regards to its magical properties. There could be other things it does that are not magical, like,
shit.
as in, how do I say this? Like, it might have been used in a particular means to do a certain thing, but that use isn't, like, magically and gifted upon it. So I'm not going to mention that there.
Well, it's like, hey, we've got a horn. The horn, it's magical. Oh, what does it do? It just makes the horn louder.
As in, I'm just giving you simple, straightforward stuff rather than a lore dump, because I don't think like you would get a lore dump from this.
Yeah, we didn't use legend lore on it. Quickly, whip out legend lore. Yeah, so should we begin making our way up to the door? Also, did anyone see anything? 'Cause, yeah, I didn't. I was too busy looking at the horn.
Are you asking in character or are you asking Ian?
I'm asking in character.
Well, Norlis didn't notice anything while he was identifying it for 11 minutes.
Anyone?
I guess, or not.
Yagrum?
Yeah, I got it at 18.
Damn it, no one saw anything.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Oh shit, okay, this is typical. Normally make noise when they're asleep.
I'll call them.
Let's see.
The new mic doesn't pick it up there.
Cheesecake?
They might have gone to the restroom. Oh,
Hello?
you said something.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I just had 5,000 ping.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I saw something fairly big in the sky, so let's maybe not dick around with the horn.
Yeah. Out of character, if you're wondering why it was so quiet, I was trying to fucking figure out what was going on with the alphabet stuff.
Okay, I will just say one thing going forward. The best way to deal with, or a way I would prefer you guys deal with certain puzzles, is to, at the very least, when you're thinking about it, try to verbalize things about it sometimes. I think what I want to avoid is it just being a thing that you do out of character, and then just be like, oh yeah, I did it, guys, versus have some impact of it in character. I feel like that's important. I'm saying this just to prevent, I think, a bad outcome. That's all.
Yeah.
As that's something I would say regardless of anything. I was gonna say that at the beginning of the session. I just forgot.
Oh, to be fair, I did not think this thing was the puzzle at all. but I'm not fucking picking up that call.
Given the
I am
outcome you
so
had, it
sorry.
seems to be that the writing on it has nothing to do with the horn itself. It seems.
Yes. I agree with that.
Anyway, to the door then, because we'll do the whole. We'll do the
I
whole.
did say that.
So
I did say that.
No, we'll do the whole on the way back.
Do you guys kind of move like? Do you kind of go near the hole, or do you keep your distance pretty well?
I don't think we should go near the hole.
Like, does anyone try to peer down or anything? Is what I'm asking.
We're not gonna keep distance from the hole.
Okay. All right. Let me just check something. So, you guys continue moving up, and you kind of reach these stairs. These stairs look like it looks odd. It's possible that either an avalanche a long time ago, maybe a series, or perhaps an earthquake at multiple certain times, seemed to cause some damage to this. A lot of stuff looks ruined, but this is kind of a clear, obvious something. Clear events over time caused like erosion to this, because there's parts of the staircase are angled in such a way that make it like really difficult to use in a normal way. Like you'd have to kind of climb it. Other parts are normal, but it's clear just parts of this has crackled off and gone at angles that are difficult. So it becomes kind of like a harsh like hike or almost a climb basically. It's something it'd be good to have boots on and whatnot to do. For that reason, I would like you all to roll. I guess let's go to athletics.
Yes, this would be
but
athletics.
I would be okay with acrobatics, I guess, as well. Albeit you're doing some fun shit if you do that.
We're rolling athletics 4.
But if you can fly, you don't need to, obviously.
Okay.
I'm droughting.
I roll a disadvantage.
I'll assist you.
No, you're
at disadvantage.
You literally just said you're flying. Nope.
So
I can't.
What I'm if you want to try to be careful, if you're like really careful, like I'll have you be at disadvantage. Otherwise, you can do it normal, with a risk that like you might end up pressing too hard on your feet and some stuff might crack.
I go. See, you're a wizard. You don't need some toes.
Okay, that's not good. Yeah. Okay. Simple answer. Nornless. Yeah. You are in. You kind of are moving up here, and then you slip a little bit, but then you manage to get back your distance, kind of putting your foot back in place to quickly, and simply put, you end up kind of slamming it a little bit, not against the the stairway, which normally wouldn't be too bad, but it ends up causing some severe damage, and it really hurts, enough that you would like potentially make a noise. Such as this. If it works.
Yes, it worked.
Oh, it did. Oh shit! I can't. Why can't I hear that?
You probably have your volume all the way down.
On Discord? Or sorry, on Roll20? No, I just okay. I'll check that. Okay. I don't think I do. I don't know why I don't hear
Yeah,
okay,
Grumman.
that's fine.
Jebba will need to roll.
There's an issue. I can't hear that though.
I already rolled.
I don't see it.
It's 2GM. My bad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this just as a little gag, just so we can know this works. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't know why I can't hear it. I'm gonna play a song just to see if things work on my end for anything.
Wait,
Watch, he's got the tab muted.
You guys hear that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear that for some
I didn't.
Go to voice and video and check your soundboard settings.
It's,
There's soundboard and soundmoji.
Because I used it earlier to listen. I haven't changed anything. My master music volume is at 49.
Have you muted the actual tab?
No.
The stream played for me earlier. to the person talking to me, the scream played for me earlier.
The scream for you earlier. Okay.
They heard the sound.
Okay, sorry, I was confused for a second. When you said earlier, you just
Also,
mean like
jump
a minute
scared
ago,
by
or do you mean
Pink and
later?
Nightmares
Earlier
by Infected Mushroom.
Oh, so you did hear that? Okay.
No, I did not hear. I recognized the song.
Okay.
From the title.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the? Okay, I'll fix that. I'm just gonna assume I need to refresh. Anyway, I'll do that a little later. Okay. Either way, you guys make this up a little bit. Okay, you're mostly okay. Norlis obviously has a really bad injury occur, where some of his toes crack, I guess we can say, and you have like a nasty packet of blood kind of wrapped up now. It's a really uncomfortable sensation. The rest of you do a really good job. Like Yagrum, you are doing this great. You're hiking up this. You're making you're making work of this difficult terrain. And you guys get up the stairway and look back, and you guys see Nornless like about halfway there, like kind of really having a difficulty continuing. What'd you guys do?
I try to get over to him and heal him up significantly.
Oh, by the way, I apologize for stealing your opportunity to make a scream. I apologize for that. If you'd like to do so, you can do so now.
I'm fine.
Ouch.
You are healed for 5 hit points.
Yeah, a little thing a little bit beyond, but yeah.
I am not meaning to. It's idle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it seems to help a little bit now that things are kind of less. It's not that things fully melted, but now that things are a little bit different. The healing helps a little bit. You're not getting those toes back, but you help kind of heal the wounds that are now present. Because now there's like clear. I mean, obviously when it was frozen, there's definitely damage to the nerves, but now that there's external damage now and it's present, it's something you can kind of heal a little bit. Obviously, though, like he's not going to be able to use some of his toes in the future. Not that he really needs to, in her toes, but like he can't, he's not going to have that same toe movement you can.
I've been kind of going
toe
along
movement
with
is actually
this
very
for the
important.
sake of just like going with the flow. However, if we're going to introduce a mechanic that could potentially long-term injure the players in the future, I'd like to discuss that beforehand. Because had I known that this would possibly have evolved into what it is, I would have acted differently the previous night. I'm not going to retcon or ensure, but it's just these things should be talked about. Because the last time I did, I was like, "Oh, you're cold," and I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm not even going to bother talking about this." But now it's like, "Oh, you just lost toes." So it's just something I'd like to discuss in the future. But
sure,
I'm fine with being how it is. We don't have to stop. We can just move forward. Norlis lost some toes.
Okay. There's some things I'd like to say, but I'll leave that for a break or at the end. Okay. Either way, you guys keep going. Actually, sorry. With Norris in the situation, does anyone? So I guess we had Yagrum kind of help him out. Norris, you feel a little bit better. It's definitely was a little awkward, but you're able to kind of continue a little bit farther and eventually get past this awkward area. Obviously, there's still more difficult moving ahead, but this was a particularly awkward, like difficult thing to kind of move around due to it basically being like an obstacle course on your feet, sort of. But yeah, so you guys move a bit farther, and eventually get right up close to the gate. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, okay. Okay. Here we go. I would like you to put your characters down right along here.
Along what?
Okay. Immediately as you kind of get in this area, there is a bit of rock kind of preventing you guys from seeing the whole thing from a distance. But obviously there is a big door, and it's the kind of movement you saw is now clear as day. Just a quick thing, all you can see on this map, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But yeah, it's clear that you've entered the space where some people are clearly guarding. I would like you could either roll initiative right now, or you could try to act peacefully if you want to try that. But given the distance and the circumstance, there could be negatives for doing that. Either way, and the likelihood of the enemy or the whoever is present here knowing you're here or coming is rather high. Okay, what you guys want to do?
I kind of want to look around over here.
Sure. Okay, alright, you start to move around a bit. This person way over here seems to point at you from a distance. Freeze! However, it's like you are more than 100 feet away from them, and it is snowing, so it's kind of muffled. But you do hear it from a distance. It's not as loud as that person may have liked for it to be. But yeah, there definitely some person over there tried to tell you to stop moving, or at least that or asking you to be frozen. One of those.
I kind of like respond. Why?
Intruder you are, in a land that is far. Again, a lot more quiet than you'd think this creature might have liked to be, just because of the distance and because of the sound muffling of the snow.
Can I at least come a little closer to hear you better?
Drop your weapons and same for your allies.
Okay. I kind of like
unless you want to be. And then they just stop speaking for a second, and it looks to be they're like kind of mumbling around their hand. They're looking at their hands. They pull up a little like piece of, like some type of piece of paper, and it looks to be kind of water drenched, maybe because of the snow, and they just kind of flick it a little bit. If you'd like to be dead, and they kind of look around a little bit, and they look a little embarrassed. This large figure starts to kind of move a little closer. What do you all do? Does anyone drop your weapons?
No,
I do. I do kind of sheath my bow.
Okay. Does anyone else do that, or any of the equivalent?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, these things start to move closer to you a little bit, down the stairs a bit. And then let me just check something. Okay, probably should have this up.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
I guess you didn't hear me.
Yeah, very good. That's it. Okay. And
what was that, Cheesecake? What were you saying?
seems to.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a perception check to see what they are.
Sure, go for it. So yeah, the two ones in the back seem to have this grayish, maybe dark skin. Clearly not like a melanated skin, but it looks like it's like that due to like some other circumstance. It's like this weird shiny gray, maybe it's purplish even, maybe. And the other one also has this gray skin, but this one has like horns of sorts and has a what seems to be a like bundled staff that's been kind of partially formed into a like a broom kind of. It looks like kind of both a broom and clearly like a magical staff of some kind. Decorated with like little shells and what might be human ears. Little dangling from a little string attached to it and whatnot, or not a singular string, little short strings. That'd be a way to give it away. If it was, or sorry, not to give away, to indicate, or not to say that this person has a longer string, but if they did, that'd be a very spooky way to do it. Okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Okay, before you answer that, who dropped their weapons?
I've done my funny warlock thing with my weapon.
What does that mean?
I poofed it.
Okay, it's gone. Okay. Anyone else?
My warhammer is on my back.
Okay. Drop your weapons before I answer. My name is what will give you cancer.
I feel like we shouldn't know his name then. Cancer sounds like a bad deal. Whatever it is.
I'm a woman. I can hear you. I have eyes and ears and will not see you. But I will because I
think
they look a little
you're
bit
in a home.
unhappy.
Does your name happen to be like Q Bagley? Q Bagley?
No.
I think you mean Quelbaki?
Yeah.
Quelbaggy is not I, but they are close to Fry, but not really in the sense I know, for they will be another hoe? No, not that. Ugh. But I know what you speak of, for they will be here soon to atone for what they owe and to be another boon.
Have you seen a seed?
Perhaps I have, perhaps I haven't. But I want you to, God damn it, the gods! And she seems to kind of like, pat her hand against this large thing, what seems to be a very mangled, strange looking Jotun, or not Jotun, like frost giant. It has a very weird looking arm. And with that arm, it seems to immediately kind of, with it grasping, like kind of unleash its arm in a way, throwing a not so deeply concealed, but partially concealed, at least, it's hard to really tell what was armed with stone, large rock your way. How make sure of distance as well, so it's not just a pathetic thing. Oh boy, that's more of it probably can throw. Let's see.
Power of tree.
Okay, it can, yeah. Okay. At the biggest target nearby, Jebaboo does a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Roll initiative.
Well,
God dang it.
Where was it? Here, I'm seeing the music. It's fine.
I accidentally rolled twice, so just take the first one.
Damn, 2 nat ones.
Where's what I'm looking for?
Uh-oh, we're...
I love having...
Tiebreaker.
Well, your nat 1 is higher, so I feel like you should be going first.
Yeah, that's how it works. I was about to say, how are you getting a fucking...
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too.
And the simple reason is the input's whack.
Okay.
It's...
Quick thing, Snowcap. Did you do it this time or no? Let's see.
Do what?
Oh shit! I had to remove one from last time. I didn't think about doing that. Let's see. What do we get?
You need to change mine to my nat 1 because I rolled twice by accident.
Okay.
Because I fat fingered it.
What's the last time? 2. Okay. And I believe from memory, a nat 1 means that you missed your first round, correct?
No,
Oh,
That's not a thing?
no.
that's never anything.
Never.
Why do I think that's a thing? Is that a thing in like anything?
no.
Oh.
If
Okay,
you...
maybe that's a home rule thing.
That's like a critical fail from like probably
Is
like
that a
earlier editions.
That's something I've
I think
been
if you
wanting to do.
fail-
Are you guys against that? 'Cause if you think it's
Absolutely.
really shitty. Okay.
Because that's just getting punished for a bad roll.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah. I want to get a. Okay.
Isn't that like if you
It is
fail
something
for
that, regardless if it
second
was
check?
canon or not, or standard, it's something I do want to discuss with people, but we just. Okay, this was. I don't know why I've been thinking. I thought that was a thing. Maybe it's for something. I don't know why it's been such a. Okay. Either way, let me just get the rest.
And like you're going by that logic, technically, if you got natural 20, you should get a benefit.
The truth.
But that is not a thing. I love being bottom of initiative.
Okay, I probably
with
should have started
2.
this song when we like actually got into it was the actual turn start, but whatever, it's fine. Like it gives you the like ancestral spooky
Oh.
feel of there being a fucking scary ass frost giant along with some wicked but awkward hags.
Oh, yeah, I should be below Yagram in the turn order.
It's because
it's
it's not been fully like put in yet.
Yeah, I just changed my number, so when you sort it out, it should be good.
See, if I'm actually at bottom of the initiative, it means I'm secretly at the top.
Yeah, in the second round, you can pretend you go before the first person.
That's the wrong one. There we go. That's the right one. Okay, and that's everything. Okay, there we go.
What about me?
I had a
don't
longer
have.
one fixed. Okay, is that the? Do I not have a longer version?
I'm
of
not
that?
in the.
Okay, so
You want
Yeah,
to
you
click in your
missed-
character.
oh, I
when you
said,
roll
I
it.
asked you if you did it this time. So yeah, all you have to do, Snowcap. I don't mean to say this.
I literally wrote initiative.
Yeah. So you gotta click your token when you roll initiative because that's how you get into the turn order. But I can keep It's not too big of a deal here. At turn, we got 17.6, I think. Yeah, 17.
1748.
Okay. And I have a longer version of that song somewhere. I gotta find that. But yeah, we'll start off with this quick thing for 3 minutes, and then it goes into the Winding Valley, which is a good one. Actually, I'll put the Darkest Dungeon one behind it. Okay, yeah. All right. Sardonyx, you just witnessed a boulder being thrown, or a rather large rock, suddenly being thrown at Jevabu, and it hit them for 20 bludgeoning. Did I ever tell? Wait, Jevabu, did I tell you how much damage it was?
You did not.
Not,
Yeah,
not
it's
until then. I was
bludgeoning.
gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
Alright, I think we dispose of these people quickly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And it seemed to mash into them, and clearly, well, clearly you have to do something. Albeit it's obvious that whatever these creatures are, probably wicked hag. Actually, wait. To get back to everything, Yagrum, quick thing before starting next turn. These things do indeed look to be hags. They're clearly not just humans. They have malformed forms and horrific hands.
Would I know what god they hold in high regards?
You would know they might not hold any god in high regards.
None at all.
It's probably, if they do, it's probably
Vecna, stuff like that.
probably
Like
not
evil?
that. You don't know exactly. It's if they do, it could be anything. But like, it would be something negative. But it's possible they just don't care for the gods.
Any entities that they would care about, and like anything they venerate? Anything?
Likely other hags and certain ancient hags. Most likely, generally, to make it really simple, generally hags hate each other. But if they're in covens, they tend to care for other hags in their coven. But if there's some cases where hags will work in greater organizations, and so if in that case they would venerate those greater hags to a huge extent. The same for ancient hags, which would be in the Feywild. But to give you another answer, there is possibility of them worshipping certain gods, probably of this region. It's not clear just by looking at them what it would be, given they don't have any obvious iconography. You could ask though.
Okay.
Corpses don't talk much though.
Albeit it could be Nidcog could potentially be one of them, maybe just because they didn't fully destroy it, but torn over there. But again, also that's a big stretch. Either way, sorry for speaking too much. Sardax, your turn.
Right, okay. I'm assuming quick is the wait. Which I need. You clasp your hands together and shoots out a large lightning bolt, piercing the large frost giant and this hag, the middle one. They have to both roll dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Okay. So you said the frost giant and then both of these? Or all of them?
No, that's this one. I don't think. Oh, it's only 5 foot wide. Yeah,
So
just.
it's 5 feet, so it'd be all of them. Okay.
Okay.
Or sorry, is it 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. In that case. You said. I'm sorry, did you say wisdom?
Dexterity.
Ooh, what's this? Dexterity.
Oh, then yes. You are in fact correct there. Oops. What the hell was that?
Okay, so what I got? Oh, shit! I did not. Oh my god! Oh, do you see that? That's really
Yeah.
bad. Okay, that's
That's the
good.
worst
I'm
roll
happy you
I've
guys
ever
can see
seen.
that.
It
I was
was
looking at
just
something for a
it
stat
was
block I was
just
using, and I just realized that would
great.
give you hidden into give you hints for things that you should not have. And
Yeah,
also,
so I guess I could
oh,
have used
just give me a
that.
second. Okay, either way, what you get is okay, this thing got. Wait a second! Don't tell me it fucked up. Wait.
It fucked them up.
Okay, good. It wasn't rolling the dexterity. Oh, no, it did. Oh, it did. Okay, it did after fact. Okay. Okay. This hag or this person got a 5.
Mhm.
Oh, it didn't roll any. Oh, sorry. Oh, why did it roll initiative for that again? That's not okay. This one got a 15. This one got a 4. And okay, I rolled the wrong thing for this. Let me just and that rolled an 11. So what's the DC?
18. They all failed.
Okay. So what damage? Oh, this is a it's
46 damage. Lightning damage.
46. Oh, I see the 9 plus. Okay. All right. Let me just check special. Okay. What I'll say is this particular large one, the giant, seems not to be as affected as, not to be deeply affected. It seems to definitely be affected by the thing, but it almost looks to like partially shrug it off a little bit. It doesn't seem to have harmed him nearly as much as you're expecting it to. The other things seem to cackle in pain in like a like kind of way, which is uncomfortable and not fun. Okay.
And then I will hold on. Move back. Okay. Get rid of this line. And I end my turn.
Okay. Good. Let's see. Cool. Now it's one of these things' turns, and it seems rather upset. Okay. And it seems to kind of let's see this. Oh wait, that's not right. Oh wait, shit, I moved this wrong. Let me fix that. Alright. And it seems to kind of point its wicked hand at, let me just check this. Make sure it's within space. Okay, let's see, it's right here, instead. And it seems to point its hand at, one of you. It looks around and ends up kind of focusing on Snowcap, the one that's speaking earlier. And I would like Snowcap to roll a oh, good thing you didn't see that. Check this. Okay, do a wisdom saving throw. Snowcap. Okay. See? That should be. Oh, okay. Let's see what you got. Oh shit, you failed. Okay. Oh, come on, don't. Oh. Let me just. I thought I had this ready. Sorry about that. This is no issue. See? Where is it? Da-ba-da. That's not fun. Not fun. Okay. I'll do the less fun option. But actually this isn't fun. Suddenly, Snowcap, your body seems to morph in an unpleasant manner. Your, like, head condenses and seems to become misshapen, and then your torso just becomes light and then much smaller, and before you know it, you're a fox. Then it's oh shit. Wait, these things should not both have 18. Okay, actually wait, no, I think that was right. Okay. Then this one seems to move closer now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Sorry about that. And seems to like kind of how do I say this? It seems to cast some other spell. At I'd say Jevabu. And it seems to hit. It seems to be this strange magic like blue bolt of some kind that some of you, especially normalists, would just identify as magic missile. Which ends up dealing 6 damage to Jevabu. Normalist, it's your turn.
Okay. Normalist will move 15 feet. And he will... I can't get them all in this range, can I? Need to draw. Where's a box? Nope, that's not how I want to do it. One more time. Okay, nope, that's as good as I can do. Yeah, no, I'll do it up. I put this box basically on the big 2 over here and cast slow on them. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Just to confirm, which was the target? Okay, it was this thing? Oh, everything within that space?
Those 2 creatures.
Oh, these 2?
Yes.
I'm sorry, someone's making a box and it was confusing me. Okay. Okay, that's for fine for something else, I assume. Okay. Here and here. Alright. The hag with the horns got an 11, and the larger creature seemed to have gotten a 19.
Both fail.
Slap the slow icon on them.
The normalist moves another, disappears and moves another 15. That's my turn.
Okay.
It is Snowcap's turn.
Yep. Snowcap, what'd you do? You are a
What am I
fox.
supposed to?
For the sake of things, I will say that you have the, unless there's a fox stat block I don't know of, you have the stat block of I'll say a wolf. That's a bit nice. I mean, a dog.
There is a fox stat block.
There is a fox stat block?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure there's an Arctic fox stat block too.
Oh, Arctic fox. Is that... I don't see. That's not in 20. It might be in D&D Beyond. But if you don't have easy access to it,
I just sent it into chat.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
It's... I'm assuming bite is a 0 add roll and a 1 damage to hit. That's why there's nothing.
Oh, where are you guys getting? Okay. I found just a fox stat block, which is from that's from there, but yeah, that should be fine. I'll say the for one I found, I would just give it a +5 to hit, actually. If you wish to do that.
I see that
I'll give you control of a fox if you'd like. But is that where you move?
I see that the fox has a burrowing speed of 5 feet. Can I burrow into the like snow and ground?
Let me actually see what was sent, because I think I have a one that might be going on. Let me just check. That seems. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Actually, yes, absolutely. I'm even looking at the right one. Okay, yeah, 5 feet. Yes, you can. You can try to burrow. You're not gonna get far because it's just a 5-foot burrow, but yeah, you could try.
Yeah, it's more of the intention to hide.
I'm going to assume that how it functions is you can either move. If this is the same of how if it's how flight works, I'm going to assume that that would take either 5 feet of your movement, or I don't think moving 5 feet would. Yeah, it's not going to mean you can still move normally after that fact.
Yeah.
Okay,
you can make
5
a
feet
little
of...
hole.
Okay.
A little hole, a 5-foot deep hole, which is quite intensive. Just a fox-sized one. You are not. Oh, you're a lot smaller than this. I'm gonna make you a lot smaller. I'll give you access to this token.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move my token over here, just so I can use the fox.
Yeah. Okay, you can fit. Okay, go.
And that's what I'm doing with my turn.
Okay, I may have given you the. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I probably should have by the way, since you did have the same dex as tiebreaker as Normalist, by the way, did you want? Was that fine, or did you feel that I should have had you for? Oh, I guess. I guess
fine
you.
For now.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, since you rolled for like that, could have been what we just turned it on, but I didn't put it in time. Whatever. It should be fine for now. But if you do have an issue in the future, we can do stuff. Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. And just to confirm, are you in the hole or are you out of it?
I'm in the hole.
Okay. That would give you a decent amount of that potentially would give you full yeah, full cover. Okay. Now these strange
quick thing, tunneling does not make burrowing does not make a hole. Yeah, no. Burrowing doesn't make a hole. You just like dig into the ground and like kind of be encased by it.
Okay. Okay, so this thing starts to move a little closer, and then just kind of stops where it is, and it seems to kind of rumble a little awkwardly. And then it seems to try to move a bit more, but it looks a little like it's hard to tell if it's like working correctly. But then it moves a little further, and then tries to slam Jebaboo. And misses pretty significantly. These things look a little weird. They look like these golems of just electricity spewing out at them, but they don't. It's hard to tell if they're just poorly made or if they're like in disarray. But they look a little funky, and they don't seem to be walking very well. Like, or at least have the way they walk looks like it's actively either damaging them or just. It's hard to tell. They're definitely a strange looking thing. And the next one seems to try to do something similar.
Sorry, my internet was being weird.
And then just kind of stays here and doesn't. It looks to just slam at the ground, like not hitting really anyone. Oh shit! I put this thing in the wrong order. This should. This thing was supposed to go earlier. Oh wait, no, I know what happened. I actually just rolled for this thing. It was in the right placement. This thing should have a 9. Or something like that, I believe. Okay. But this thing starts to move. And this thing clearly looks out of place. It is the most, like, wacky looking. It is clearly a very strong looking frost giant, but there's a lot of things about it that make it look rather off. But it definitely has a presence which is almost more intensive than the hags there.
Reminder is slowed.
It is slowed, yes. So it starts to move a little bit. And then it just kind of stops in its place. It just seems to kind of glare at some of you, but it's unclear if it's actually glaring at you or maybe the golems. It's kind of odd, but it doesn't seem to attack either. It just seems it's unclear what's going on, but it's perhaps hasn't been slowed before. It seems to be kind of processing things. The final hag over here seems to kind of move up and seems to kind of kick the creature a little bit towards the leg.
Work! You must do what you're supposed to do! Ah!
And they seem to, yes, let's see. That's a bit wrong. Yeah. They're going to, I think, move a bit. 5, 10.
Just remember, it has half movement.
Oh, you're right, that too. Ooh, I can't do a lot because of that. They're going to, simply, like...
Roll 20 isn't working for me, by the way.
They're gonna clap their hands. And they seem to kind of... as if they've kind of accepted that you bested them, or they're just mad, or they have some secret plan. You're not sure. But they look a little fairly injured from the lightning blast earlier, and are not expecting it. Yeah, I saw. After... Okay, I'm gonna give you an honest option. Do you guys want to have a quick break where we try to fix things on Snowcap's end and we can discuss some stuff and get back to combat?
It's the internet.
Or would you want
the
internet? Or would you like to continue, or would you like to do that after the end of these rolls? Is anyone going to do that or no?
I'm fine with what the group would like to do.
Likewise.
I think a 5-minute break to get it fixed is in order.
I don't think 5 minutes is going to fix
now,
it.
Or do you want to do the rest of the? Do you want to do your turn, Yagrum, and have Jabu do theirs?
Have Yagrum do the turn once.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do the last couple turns. Actually, that's like 3 people actually, but yeah. But then we'll have a 5-minute break. I can do that, yeah.
It's the martial people.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yagrum, what do you do?
Wait, Ian, make wisdom saving throws.
Oh.
At the end
yes,
of their
for the end of
turns.
turn. Good point.
It's meant to keep them slowed indefinitely.
I'd like to walk around to them and just give them 2 graded, 2 attacks.
Okay. Yeah. Those both hit. Okay. You mash this thing twice with good hits, and the thing just falls apart. Lightning seems to kind of spew around a little bit. Definitely. Let me see. It seems like it almost kind of like gets really wacky for a second, as if it's going to like, you know, after the first hit, clearly like its body shakes a little bit as if it's going to like rush at you or something. But the next hit just smashes it to pieces. Like clearly there's something off about them, about their construction or whatever they were. But yeah. But that kills it. It falls to pieces, and the electric shock just kind of flies up into the air and then just dissipates. Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that would be my turn.
Okay. Okay. This one over here just seems to lie down and doesn't do anything. Jevabu, your turn.
Okay. Just gonna start.
Oh,
hitting the
I
guy
got it fixed.
Just gonna start hitting the guy in front of me with my.
Did you say you
tusks.
got it fixed? What the fuck that was?
Damn. Now 1.
Okay, yeah, that seems to miss the thing heavily.
I'm gonna do
That
it
hits
again.
though.
All right, 20 to hit. All right, I'm not gonna raging. So that's a 17 bludgeoning, 5 cold damage. With that, then I'm going to bonus action, tusk attack, for 15 to hit.
Yeah, okay. That manages to hit it. Let
Cool.
me just check something.
That's another 9.
Okay. Yeah. This thing is alive, or at least it seems to be, but then it seems to kind of like it looks like it's like about to like rage, or its body seems really like it's about to kind of use whatever you just like damage caused, like lash out at you, and it just falls apart, and like the electric bits go everywhere, hitting a tree a little bit, sliding up, creating a strange like lightning like effect, and then zooming into the air before, as like this electric nature to this thing just kind of fades, killing it. Or more so, your attack well, it's less that it's a combination of your attack and more so its response to your attack looks like it killed it somehow. It seems odd.
Okay. Then
Charge.
2. 5, 6. Gonna move there. Let's see.
Is it your turn?
Hang on. Okay, we're gonna cast Fairy Fire. Huh?
You've done your
that's right, I already
actions.
attacked. That's right. I already attacked. Yeah, that's my turn. Oh yeah, I used everything. Yeah, it is my turn.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Dront, would you like to go?
I'm going to move up here. Use my action to cast protection from good and evil on myself. And I'm going to use my bonus action to use my subclass feature Form of the Beast as Drot's claws and fangs all grow slightly. And then that's my turn. I was not muted, was I? No, I wasn't.
You were not.
Okay, that's my turn. I've done everything.
Okay. I will quickly. Okay. Quick. I say 5-minute break. How are you looking? Because I said do we do a 5-minute break? So we're gonna do a 5-minute break regardless. We'll be back at 9. Quick thing. Did Snoobo or whatever you like to go by. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, on B.
My internet is like back working. I can see the thing now, and my roll is working for me now.
There's no need to take a break then. Oh yeah, I get 20 temporary hit points. Yeah, dog. Temporary hit points. Reading my actual subclass features.
So we're taking a quick break then?
Yeah, for 5. Okay. Yeah, 5. We're back at 9. So in like 4 minutes.
Okay. I'm back.
Is Nautilus back?
I didn't leave.
Then yeah, everyone's back.
Hey Jibaboo, how many hit points do you have?
Currently or total?
Max.
Well,
Max.
100.
Max.
100.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah?
Barbarian multi-class, isn't it? Because I'm the only person who who uses the point buy.
Well, shit, I've got the highest.
Snowcap is 81 hit points.
I have a beautiful 103.
Anyway, yeah, we can continue now. It's the bear's turn, Ian.
Yeah.
As Jebabru eats his
Delicious soup.
Wait, what?
his in character.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
No, it's muted. What?
What's muted?
Here he is.
It's not muted.
The button. I have a physical button on my microphone, on my headset that mutes it. I'm clicking it right now as I'm talking, and it's not working.
Is everyone okay? Let's.
I think I found
So
the
is
issue
the mute
to all
isn't
my
working.
audio.
You're saying?
No, it's just my mic. It's fine.
Also, sorry for my music
I'll
going.
just-
I thought I restarted. I thought I paused it. I guess I didn't. Huh. Okay.
I'm dying.
Just check something. Let's see. Okay, that's a short thing, so I'll just set it to this. That seems good. Okay. Is everyone here?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay. We'll go with. Okay, I guess it didn't start fully. There's still a polar bear, but yeah, there seems to be a polar bear of all things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. It seems to just kind of sit there and look at you. Or some. I would say it's focusing mainly on Drot, kind of possibly licking its lips, albeit it is a kind of, I don't know how well they can do that. Bears can, but yeah. Sardonyx, your turn. Wait, just to fully confirm, everyone is back, right?
Yes.
Again? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albeit he's deafened for some reason. Albeit I think they're trying to fix. Oh,
Wait. Oh, Jeffaboo. I thought you meant me.
yeah.
No,
Albeit they're trying to fix some stuff right now, so I can get under. Well, where? So the turn gets
we can. Okay.
Oh. Or were you saying the deafened wasn't working for you, Jeffaboo?
What?
Okay.
Just continue. Come
Okay, never mind. Okay, very good. Never mind. Okay.
No, it's
Sardonyx-
my headset.
Okay, that's what I was thinking it was. Okay. Oh yeah, Sardonyx, it's your turn.
All right. What's mine? What's this one?
Hello, Sardonyx?
Yes. Give me a second. I'm figuring out what I want to do.
Okay.
You should have done that already.
Anyways. Oh, okay. I know what I wanted. I dip into my bag. Come on. Gotta be here somewhere. And I would like to cast my scroll of Enemies Abound. On this giant. The frost giant.
Sure. What is that? What does it need to roll? And what does that do?
Intelligence.
Okay. Okay, it got an 8.
It failed. The DC was 13.
Okay, so what does it need to do?
Enemies abound. You reach into the mind of one creature and force it to write well. It basically regards everything around it as an enemy. It has to roll. It chooses a target at random in its attack range and attacks it, basically.
Okay, I'll explain later for this, but I'm going to give you an inspiration for choosing to cast that, especially if it's a scroll. But not because it's a scroll, but because of a spell. I won't say why. I'll explain it later, but it works out in an interesting way for a certain thing I had in mind. I'm not gonna say what. Okay. Is it your turn?
No. What's this thing's attack? Can I do that? Yeah. What am I clicking? What's this thing's attack range?
You have no idea.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That
I wouldn't
is
just tell you. I
true.
mean, what I can generally
I
say
can
is that
figure
larger
it out.
things typically potentially have a wider range, but that's like about it. I don't. And that might not even be true for that particular creature.
I forgot I did not see an attack. That was my bad. I thought it did. Yeah. I will use my bonus action to cast Grey Fear on the hag and its followers.
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, just that includes the giant,
No,
or how are you aiming it?
only the
three
three.
hags.
Okay.
Yes, basically.
Oh yeah, it's not a cone. It's just a free thing. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Wisdom saving throws.
Okay. Let's see, we got a 13, a 22, and an 11.
What?
This one got the 22, this one got a 13, this one got an 11.
11 and 13 fail, and they use their reaction to move away from me.
Okay. 5, 10,
The one only has half speed.
30.
Nope, I
This is
lied. The
going
other
to-
one does not move. It doesn't have reactions.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, was it this one? Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
it was the
Yeah,
top one. It was
this
the top
one-
one. You moved the
This
right
one
one.
moves out of range?
Yes.
And this thing is going to use its opportunity attack
Yes.
to hit it. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, you watch this thing slam its like it has a large like its
Sorry.
arm kind
I'm
of
so sorry to
forms
say
into
this.
a
No,
long
that doesn't
spear.
happen either.
Yeah, it can
Oh, wait,
take
oh, this is
an
also slowed?
opportunity
No,
attack.
no, this
yeah.
one doesn't have a reaction because it's
Oh
slowed.
yeah, good point. Oh, that's sucky, but whatever. Okay.
25.
Apologies.
Okay.
That is 30, 40, 35.
Okay. So,
There.
okay. This creature is going to move up to Oh wait, yeah. This thing didn't get through, so it'll move up to Jebabu, and it's going to let's see. Okay, that's not that. It's going to try to cast I'll say yeah. Okay. It seems to kind of look to you, Jebabu, and says, Eye of sea, eye of there, eye of mouth, and eye of ear. That I say will be your doom, for you will be that I will consume. And I need you to roll a, I believe, wisdom saving throw.
Debabu, you rolled a 17.
Oh, were you controlling Joe?
No, Joe, I'm telling you, you rolled a 17. Plus whatever.
Divination, motherfucker!
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Cool.
So that's a 19 total.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a 19.
It seems to fail. You succeed. Sorry, as if a spell fails. Okay. Yeah. There's a way to say that. Yeah. No. You were unaffected by whatever was assumedly did happen to you. Okay. Just make sure of how it functions. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now this one's going to try to move around. But it can't because it already moved. And so it just
No, they only use their reaction. They still have their movement left.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
They use their reaction movement, not their movement.
Ah,
Yeah.
They have their full turn here.
Confused with something. Okay. In 20. This one's going. So sorry, Sardonyx, just confirm. Are you flying?
Yes.
Sardonyx, are you flying?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It seems to try to how do I say this? Oh, I can't cast that. Yes, it's going to how do I do that? It seems to try to cast a ray of sorts at you. I would like you to roll. Oh, sorry. Actually, it doesn't need to roll. Sorry, this is a spell attack. I'm sorry. Oh, and that seems to. Oh wait. Okay. The ray seems to miss. It seems to shoot some type of green ray out from its hand, or sorry, a black beam, I should say, a black beam or a black ray with this strange enervating energy, but it seems to just miss you by a couple feet. No, it's your turn.
Norlis reaches into his component pouch and pulls out a small vial of what looks like brackish liquid. Dips his finger in it and smears it across the air as a ball of fire envelops in his hand, and he casts Fireball.
Fireball!
For the first time ever. And
Fireball.
I need those three to make dexterity saving throws. The two things that are slowed have -2 to their dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, AoE chuckle nuts.
This is gonna do a lot of stuff. And I believe from my memory, it was this one which did cast polymorph onto Snowcat. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said sorry because I looked at the thing and I wrote Foxcap and I was like, okay, that's all true. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, there. There. And oh yeah, here. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, ooh boy, we got a 11. Then a. Okay, then a 6 for this. Oh boy. And a 20 from this thing.
Is that -2?
Yeah.
No. Okay, -2 for it. Oh yeah, because this would be a 18 then.
All three failed. They all
And
take
that would
30.
be a 9.
They would all take 31 fire damage.
Okay. Oh, so they all hit. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
31 fire damage to all three.
Check.
Oh, it's like 60. DC 16 con save for the thing to maintain concentration.
15, but yes.
Okay.
For the polymorph. If I disappear, there's a wild storm coming through, and I'm worried about losing power. So just so everyone knows.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, the thunder's been rumbling for a minute now.
Yeah.
Does the thing succeed on his concentration saving throw? Concentration check.
Let me
Jesus.
see about to do so.
Can't talk.
Alright, no, it fails. You are
That,
Snowcap. You're back to being Snowcap and not a fox
Yo.
version of yourself.
Awesome.
To play the game.
The giant, can repeat its intelligence saving throw.
Because it was
Intelligence.
Because it was damaged.
Okay.
That is true.
The DC is 13, I believe, Sardonyx said.
It got a 13.
It no longer sees everything as enemies.
I feel really sad about that. I wish I told you elsewhere. I wish I gave you the wrong answer. Oh no. Whatever.
That's
okay.
fine.
Either way,
31 to all of them.
This hag is dead. I would like you to all roll. Well, actually, no. Snowcap, when you transform back, you're in a hole, so you can't quite see this, and this rubble isn't that tall. I don't, unless it is. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, this is like 2 feet tall at most. But yeah, most you can see. I would like everyone, except for maybe Snowcap, unless you think your head is peeking out. I would like you to roll a medicine check.
A medicine check. Oh.
That's insane.
That's bizarre.
It is becoming clear to you that maybe this area doesn't give the most clear indication of it for whatever reason. Perhaps their enemy was not ground-based or something. But clearly, the enemies you're fighting were in a battle of some kind. Because based off, maybe, their injuries became more clear once you start actually damaging them, and they kind of, moved in such a way to reveal, to slide their robes around so you give your damage. But the fact that this thing died from what it did, given its stature and other things, must entail that this thing must have been injured or something, or clearly something happened more recently to these creatures or something. Some type of combat must have happened at some point because they're clearly wounded. Albeit this thing's more of a uncertainty, but clearly shit went out, especially with these things. Albeit maybe using a medical medicine check for all of that was a little weird, but whatever. Normus, it's your turn.
No, it's not.
It's not? Oh shit.
Well,
but,
no,
because
it's still my turn.
It's my turn.
I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
I move.
Oh, I don't go. I got a mental picture of fucking Normus dressed up as goddamn fucking who's it from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh?
Kaiba.
Not Kaiba, the fucking
Johnny Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Marek, Odeon.
Brain fart.
Johnny from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Shizu, Baku.
Fucking
Bakura.
Yugi boy.
Oh,
Okay.
you, bro.
Okay, either way, is that your turn?
Pegasus.
Yes.
Yeah, Pegasus.
It's okay, but it's your turn.
Okay,
Yugi boy.
I'm probably gonna use my fucking movement to actually stand up and get out of the hole. And I am gonna try to hit this hag with a bow.
Okay. Go for it.
Let's see.
If you rolled it, I don't see it yet.
Yeah, I didn't roll it yet. Or the fuck, wrong thing.
Oh, also the medicine result thing was mainly for Amethyst. The rest of you kind of get some of it, that it was more injured, but like, Amethyst would get the whole idea of, oh yeah, there's definitely some wacky battle that happened earlier, and be able to add it to other shit. Okay, that hits. Both of those hit.
Both of those hit. The first one does
I
is
forget,
flying
did you
dagger.
attune to that bow?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, of course you did. What am I saying? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'll move the unattuned thing at some point, or you can, whichever one. Oh, but yeah, both those hit. Okay.
Both of those hit. I only did one thing, one attack.
Oh, is that, you mean that to be an advantage or something? Oh, you just okay.
No, no, no. That's the flying daggers. Those.
Oh.
I keep
Wait,
accidentally.
the flying daggers does that? Oh shit. Oh, is the flying daggers just applied to whatever attack you make, or is it an additional attack?
No, it's a misclick. It's a misclick.
Oh,
Why do you
okay.
even have it then if you keep misclicking?
Okay. Oh, so you didn't do it at all. Okay, that didn't do any. Okay, so flying daggers would not attack at all. Okay, so 28, 15. Let's see. No, 15 does not hit. But a 13 does. Sorry, I mean, a 28 does. I mean, sorry. Did it take? Okay. Okay, is it your turn?
Should be the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Yay. Now, this thing, the large thing, kind of looks around. And it starts to move. 5, 10. And then... wait, wait, this thing is still, slowed, isn't it? Oh, no, yeah, this thing is still slowed. So it's over here. And then... it seems to look to you, Sardonyx. And in Giant, it seems to say,
That was a good idea.
and strangely, seems to attack the hag, but directly south of it, or drum, and seems to mash its large fist, spear arm sort of. So it's kind of, it looks to be a big axe of sorts, which is morphed and formed into their arm, and or maybe it's hammer's a better way to frame it. But either way, it's a basically a big attack with its arm sort of, but they kind of thrash a bit. But they manage to hit the hag and they kill it, causing this one to be suddenly panicked.
That is wrong. That is not right. I will have to engage in flight.
And is going to use a its legendary action to utilize its broom and fly 30 feet up. Then it's now it's now this thing's turn, and it will try to get away. Quick thing, Jevaboo, did you have a reach attack? Your tusks are not a reach attack, right? Or are they?
No.
Okay, because if it lifted, it might have. I could see it.
Like,
okay.
I am like, I'm like, still like 10 feet tall though. But I don't think.
That's
I don't
not
think
affect
that
anything.
matters.
No.
Yeah, I just want to know if you had a reach. Well, yeah.
The answer is no.
Okay. Okay, let me just check something. Oh, okay. Alright. And so this thing then uses the broom to fly up 50 feet. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
It's still slowed.
Oh, you're right. No. It's wait. Sorry. Does slow affect vehicles? Let me actually look at this.
I guess not. I guess not.
If yeah,
it's
I
that's
assume
real
that,
weird. I don't even know. I want to say yes and no.
It has a fly speed, so like as in the broom itself does, and that's what it does. It doesn't give. It's not. If it said it gives a person a fly speed, that's one thing. But it's like this has a fly speed. Its fly speed. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it being slowed is not affecting the broom unless.
Okay.
I feel like you answered it right there.
Maybe, but
that's fine. That's fine.
Nah, I think it's fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, it seems to fly all the way over there. Yagrum, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. I am. I'm gonna run up to this thing.
Oh, okay. But by the way, it just attacked one of its own, which was this hag right here, and killed it. And that was after the sardonic spell failed.
Okay. I'll bonus action dash actually. Get around him to here. Ready action. My attack. If he tries to attack either Javabu or me.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. I believe it should be this thing all over here. Just powers off on its own. It might be dead, it might not be, but there's no electricity coming from it anymore. Javabu, your turn.
Alright.
You're still the polar bear. Or you could attack this thing. This is an uncertainty by all means.
Okay, there it is. 3.
There's also
hell of a high up.
that thing flying away. And that thing's 30 feet up the ground, by the way.
Yeah, dog.
30 feet up. Okay. Does this guy get, or does he take an opportunity of attack as I move out of this space next to him?
Well, let's check something.
I see what's happening with him, and I figure he's not as much of a threat, and everybody else can handle him as I go off towards the bear.
Okay, it looks, they kind of twitch their body and they look at you, but they end up not lifting their arm for whatever reason.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. And I'm gonna bonus action rage. 1, 2. Get some more movement. And
bonk bonk.
I'm gonna take a swing at this bear with my totem tusks. Boom.
Oh.
Jesus.
Big hit. Where's the rage? Where's that button?
Oh, okay.
Hang on. And then I'm gonna swing again. Okay, there's the rage.
Oh boy, that did a lot of damage. Oh boy, that hits as well? Yeah, those both hit. Let's see
Okay.
what damage is. Okay.
So total, it's gonna be 29, 31, 33, 44 bludgeoning.
That actually kills it.
Damn. And like
Wait,
11 more cold.
Yeah, it kills it. It kills it. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Damn.
All the attack. Sorry. All that. Wait. Is it 42 after the 11 or before the 11?
It was 44 bludgeoning.
44.
And then 11 cold damage total.
I see. Okay, in that case, yeah. But the 44 is what I'm gonna kill.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, you mashed this polar bear in really significantly, like breaking its spinal cord and shit. It's dead.
Yeah, Joe. This polar bear is like ground into the ground. Like he is significantly flatter than he was before.
Barlow, no! Ah!
Says this hag as they're not having a fun time.
Alright, and I'm gonna just move one more space closer to the hag and let out like a loud trumpet out of my
Jesus.
Oh wow.
That scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Ditto.
To the hag to tell it to fuck off. That's my turn.
So it's my turn.
Yes.
Oh. Ian.
Yes? Oh, it is your turn, yes.
I use my action to dimension door onto the hag.
You can do, okay, it is mid-flight.
Directly onto the hag.
So how should we? Would you think it would be okay? So in terms of things, should I just have you do that, or would you think? Would it be unfair of me to have you do a dexterity check or saving throw to see if you manage to wait? You say directly on top of it. You don't mean 5 feet above. You mean right onto it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dimension door allows that.
Yeah, I guess that'd be fair.
do that.
So do you immediately grab on? I guess since this thing is moving.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that'd be the way. I was gonna say I'm probably to see if you stay on, but I think that can happen on their turn to see if they try to push you off.
Well,
okay, yeah. So that wouldn't be quite a grapple at this point.
No.
So
I'm just holding on.
Yeah.
That,
so if they try to push you
turn.
off, it wouldn't be like them trying to prevent a grapple. Okay. And also,
that
if they
would be
move,
my turn.
Is your bite a bonus action or action?
Action.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure how I want to do them moving, because I'm not sure how that would have... If you're just on them and they move, and you're not necessarily
Well, there's a difference between holding on and grappling someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I will try to have them...
Well, there's turns before them, so we'll worry about it when it comes.
Yeah, we can get to that, yeah. I'm thinking of having you roll a strength saving throw. I'm not sure if I want to do that, though.
Sardonyx, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Fuck.
Stun the bitch.
Here's what I was going to do. Can't. I'll fly. Actually, to see first. Yeah, I can.
I just want to actually get to damage someone in combat for once. I actually get to use my subclass features.
Jesus. Is it 60? It is well within 60 feet. Okay. What the fuck? Alright. I'm finna reach into this bag, man. Actually. I wanna attack the hack, but if I do, Rod is going to fall. Mm. Unless, hold on. I am going to use command and command the hag to halt.
Where are you? Oh, are you within 60 feet?
I am.
Just barely. Nice.
Yeah. Ian.
You could also say land.
Yeah.
True.
It's
I
already
guess,
been said though.
True. I said halt.
I'm so just to confirm. What is a
Command
Zero
hold.
command.
Okay, that is that int
Wisdom.
or
Wisdom.
charisma?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, for some reason I thought that one was charisma. Okay. Okay. Oh god, they got a 6. What did you
Yeah.
Starfall chirping for the win.
Dear dog, I'm gonna get a
what
flying
did you command
boom.
them to do?
Halt.
Halt.
Hold. Okay. So, how are you? Okay, so that's one word. What is your intention with that? Is for them to stop flying, correct?
Yes.
Okay, as in, sorry, stop moving, I should say. As in, stop their movement action, right?
Yeah, so they'll
Like
just stay aloft.
Okay, that is not necessarily them not doing anything. Okay.
Incorrect.
It's just they can't
Command is they
move.
they use their entire turn to follow the action the command instructs.
Okay.
Yes.
The
It's
entirety
basically
of
a
the
one-turn stun.
Yes.
okay, so they just stop. They can't like
No.
stop and like
Yeah.
throw Draught off. Okay,
Correct.
very good.
No.
It's functionally a one-turn stun.
Okay. How should it? There's one thing, which is, do you feel like if they did that, it would be sudden, and thus might be? How do I say this? Do you feel it would be okay for me as a DM to say it was a sudden stop?
Do flying brooms have brakes?
I don't think so.
Then no.
Well, that's your answer.
If they cannot just suddenly come to a complete stop, it's probably a slow down naturally as inertia takes over. Ursa?
Okay. Oh yeah, because they can't control. Okay, it's not controlling the. Oh yeah, it's not like they. Okay, yeah. If it was them flying, then yeah, I could see it being unnatural because they're guiding it, but it's using a device. Okay, very good. Yeah. Okay. Is that your turn?
Really trying to knock me off.
Yes, but I do want to speak to this giant, but that can wait.
Okay. No, it's your turn.
I move forward to where I can see the hag in range. I don't want to make a debate of this. I just want to get told yes or no. Can I hit the broom? I will accept.
You hit the broom?
Yes. Can I fire a spell at the broom specifically?
Oh god, given the weird nature of this, I feel like this is asking if you can fire it at like a weapon someone's holding, kind of.
It depends on the wording
just-
of the spell.
It's a ranged spell attack. I just want to. If it's no, it's no. If it's yes, it's yes.
I don't view it as an object with hit points per se.
Okay, then I'm going to.
But like as in a sense that like I don't view a
this is the
sword to
situation
have
I'm
hit
trying to
points.
avoid. I just wanted to yes. Like I'm not trying to. You can just tell me
Yeah,
yes or
that's
no.
fine. You can go. You can try if you'd like.
I'm just gonna attack the hag.
Okay.
Nornless suits 3 scorching ray blasts at the hag.
I just wanted to pre-emphasize that just so we're aware of depending on what your intentions were. I guess if target would have actually you could have been into anything.
21, 25, 22.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that seems to damage the hang of it. If one of us nat 1, I'd say it would hit Draught, but you're doing pretty good. Okay.
So that is 13 fire damage to the hag.
Yeah, the hag's not doing too great. Okay, let's see.
I swear down if I get onto this hag just for it to get killed by other people.
I am
I would
hard,
really
Joe.
be
You
annoyed.
do not deal with me. Ah! What's going on?
Okay. That's your turn, Norris?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Snoke.
I am doing Zephyr Strike, which means I have 60 feet of movement, because it's 30 feet plus. Should put me like about here. And I get a advantage on one weapon hit. And do you think that would do you think that would count for like sneak attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that does an additional in your ambusher, this is for the Zephyr Strike.
Okay. Advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8. Okay, cool. That hits. Let's.
And I still have my normal.
Okay. Ooh. That also hits.
And I'm pretty sure that's my turn.
Yes. So it should be the hag's
Okay, that
turn,
how
not
would you
giant.
like to kill it?
The arrow it shoots through its head. The movement makes the arrow pin the hag's head somewhere to the ground, while its body is kind of falls over off the broom as it can no longer get a grip.
Okay. Alright. As this happens, you see, I don't know what if I want to make this. Actually, I'm gonna give you an option. Okay. Draw it. Go with me to, Hidden Secrets. I know it seems odd to have you be it, but yeah.
I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. Yippee.
Nice.
Yeah, can't wait.
Felt like I missed something.
Why are other people leaving?
Okay, now can I hear you guys?
There you go.
Oh.
I can hear you guys now.
You scared me.
Okay, I don't know how much you heard of what I said.
Nothing.
So yeah,
Nothing.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so the hag seems to fall off. Draw it, I would say. Oh god. I guess for sure. Okay, roll a dex save to see if you kind of manage to, while this happens, grab onto the. How do I say this?
The broom?
The handle?
Yeah, but the broom is.
Oh,
It's a
well.
wacky fucking thing. Oh no, it requires attunement. So yeah, no, you're fucked. Okay, yeah. No, you're falling. Okay, you fall 30 feet with the broom. No
Oh,
dex save.
you
I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'll say you could use dex save if you'd like to try to grab the broom, but I don't know if it's gonna change much. Mid fall. I guess that's what we can say.
Well,
In
I've
that
already rolled
case-
it, so I'm grabbing it and I'm just holding it as I'm falling. Then.
Okay. You know what? Since you got a 20 out of it, I don't know if this is doesn't have how this normally works, but I'm gonna have it be that it helps lessen the severity of your fall. That would be, I believe 30. So I think that's 3d6. I think that's correct. So yeah, you take, I'll say that normally you take 8 damage, but this one, because of the broom, you manage to kind of mash it into the ground right as you fall, lessening some of the blow to you and only taking 4 damage.
Also, just know it would cushion your fall.
Okay.
Doesn't even tickle me because I have temporary health.
Okay. So, as all this
I
happens,
now have a broom.
the giant seems to look up to the cliffside, and then it simply says, "It worked what I was waiting for." As you guys hear a buzzing sound coming down from the cliffside, and you all look to see who it is. And we're ending the session right here before I even tell you who it is.
No.
That's insane.
That's evil, man.
Well, I'll let you.
No, it's okay.
The reason I'm iffy on this is I want to give. Oh god, there's a reason for it. I don't want to keep it hidden. The reasoning for this is I want to have. God, I don't want to do it without. Okay, it looks bad otherwise. If I explain myself, I say by grace here, and you're like, oh, okay. But then it spoils the fun for something else. So I just.
Just save it. Just save it.
Just save.
Okay. I will say there was a hint on the map if people noticed. If you find, I'll leave the map up for 10 more seconds before I take it away. You guys can scurry the map to find the hint. Okay, and yeah, now I'm just gonna put it back to the world map, and yeah, we're gonna end session here. There are some things I'd like to discuss for a second, afterward, but we can just do boom points right now. Here, alter that. Yeah. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna give my boon point to Nautilus for the fucking elephant trunk.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's.
I appreciate it. I'll give my boon point to Draught for straight up draughting it on the broom. That was nifty. I'm like, I thought about doing the very same thing. I'm like, that's stupid. And then you did. I'm like, I love that. Still stupid. I love it.
Just objectively better for the character with big bulging muscles. To
Oh no, absolutely. It's just I'm like, I can get up there, but then I wouldn't have an action. And then you just did. I'm like, I'll pop off. So boon point to you, sir.
I know who I'm giving my boon point to. Yeah, Grom, this is probably expected, but I noticed that when the like giants kind of like didn't do like switch sides almost, or that instead of like attacking the giant, you just readied your action. And the apology, I think it's a cool character moment in my opinion.
Thanks. Funnily enough, I am going to give mine to you for actually treating the frostbite of Nornalis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on at one point today.
What?
Is that everyone?
No.
Sure,
I'll give mine to Javabu, to be honest. I was expecting him to try to talk to the bear, but completely mauling the fuck out of that bear was insane.
That was.
Okay. Ooh, I'm conflicted on this. I have a couple, and some I'm gonna give for some very almost controversial reasons, but I think I'm gonna go for it. First, I'm gonna give one. Oh god, there's some reason I can, but they're not very good. But they're so I won't do that. But what I'll say is first, I want to give my one to Drot for actually trying to land on the hag. I think that was really cool. Then I'm going to give one first to Sardonyx for just happening to use. I mean, I say a random. You had a bunch of different spell scrolls of all different things. You chose the one thing that actually worked out interestingly well for what I had planned, which I won't. As you can kind of see, it took that opportunity to say that, oh yeah, that was a good idea, and went and attacked the hags. For reasons you don't know yet. And then finally, I'm gonna give mine to Nornalis for calling me out. I think that it is. There's times when I think it can be bothersome, but I do think it is. I think meaningful if you feel your DM is like doing something a bit funky and you are a little like iffy about it. I think there's some negatives for that, but I think ultimately I think it is a nice thing. It is a reasonable thing to do, and I'm happy you went about doing it in the way that you did. Because I think there's ways that people could do that. I think it could be kind of meh, but I'm happy you went about it like short and concise. But yeah,
Thank you.